Hello everyone. Next lesson, okay? Now we're gonna start to learn about inequalities, and gonna be a long lesson to go, okay? Because we're gonna learn linear, quadratic, and some second degree of inequality, and we're gonna practice some the extra question also, okay? But now, we learn this one first for linear inequalities and the graph. For linear equality, so say if we go back to talk about linear equation, the standard or general formula is what y equal to mx plus b, right? But some handout like m as a ax plus b. So the same meaning, because m or a here represent what slope, correct? But now that's the equation, correct? But now we're gonna do about inequalities. And this lesson, we will emphasis on the hot graph also, okay? And then shaded some shaded the area, okay? Okay, so now, first of all, maybe, okay, before we do equation, then equalities, we use the sign like greater than, or greater than have with equal sign, or can be less than or less than an equal sign, right? Okay, so now we start to do to see some example, okay? But instead of this one, right, we like equation sign. So if I look at this one, y is greater than or equal to mx plus b, like this. I can do that way also, right? Okay, so sometimes if the question give us like this one, maybe say 3x minus 2y, okay, less than 6. This one want us to plot graph inequality, okay, for example, this one. Okay, so in this case, we have two ways to do so far. If you want to find to plot this graph linear inequality, if you leave in general, I think the best way to do is we remove, right? Remove and get in like in this pattern. Okay, no matter gonna be less than or greater than sign, but we left only the left hand side with a y, and the other terms on the right hand side. So you see this example, okay? If I have this one, so in this case, I want to simplify it in according this pattern. This side can be, don't forget, can be less than also, or even can be this, or can be this alone, greater than side, okay? Everyone know greater than, less than, correct? Okay. So now this one, we simplify this one. I will have negative 2y, and then less than 3x, move it to this side, become minus 3x, right? And then plus 6. Now, when I have this one, 2, I have to simplify, get only plus y, right? So I divide the negative 2, so I have 2, and change the sign right away, okay? Become greater than, and then become 3 over 2x. And this one, minus 2, okay? So become minus 3. So when I have this one, I can start to plot graph, okay? So this graph, we do again. We don't. I don't want to use a table like when you learn grade 9 or 10. Okay, we can plot easy graph is find x-intercept, y-intercept right away. Correct. So in this case, we can find x-intercept. X-intercept mean y equal to 0, right? So you replace replace y in here. So right now, when you do the calculation, you can write as an equal sign first, okay? So you can have replace y equal to 0 here. Just the equal first, but not equal, okay? But then we just want to get the value of x, okay? So 3 over 2x minus 3, and replace y as a 0. So become 2x minus 3. So I have 3 over 2x equal to 3, correct? Because I want to try to get the x-intercept. So then x gonna be 6 over 3, right? So become 2. So I have, then now I have x-intercept equal to 2. Okay, so I have here now 1, 2, 1, 2 here. So intercept right here 2. Now I get y-intercept. That means x equal to 0. So you replace this one 0 right away, right? Okay, so that we have y-intercept become, replace x equal to 0, so become -3. Okay, and I have x and y-intercept. That's all I need. Then I have the linear equation, the graph of linear right away. Okay, so after this, I want to check that which part is, we have to find the shaded area. Okay, so in this case, how, one I have this one, right? When I have go back to this one, this is what is a greater than, right? Because I move in this pattern already, I have this side greater than. So the shaded area right away we know it should be above. So we just shade the area up like this, the scene now, and that's all. Okay, so that's a final answer for this question, for this inequality. Okay, this is one way. So if you don't convert in this pattern, if you plot from this one right away from the question, can do also, but you have to test. You have to test the where the area is, right? So when you test, for example, if you work from here right away, right? So we try that way. If you work exact from this one, 3x minus 2y less than 6. So you still plot graph get x and y intercept the same way, okay? But when you do testing points are different. How you do is, you, for example, one you have like this, or let me try. Okay, this one 2, right? And then this one -3. And then we have this line. Okay, so then you can pick any point. So that means you see this graph, we have two sections, right? Above or below. So you can take, for example, this is a -3. So you can get, you want to check from here, so you get any value of x from the right hand side here. Okay, and any point below here, any point you want, get it. Okay, so I will, the most easy is I want to get some point here. So assume this one is 1, 2, this one maybe 3 here, and this one 4, right? So if I get this point, right, because it's a y0, so if I get this point, so this point you will replace x with 3 y0, correct? And then you replace in the equation here, replace in there. So x 3 become 9, right? And minus 2 y0 times 2 becomes 0, less than 6. So we have 9 less than 6. This part is wrong, right? So when you get one point like this, when you check, it doesn't work below here. No matter point you pick below the linear, the graph. So this one doesn't work. So the left should be up there right away. So the answer is gonna be up here right away. Okay, if you don't believe, you can try. For example, you pick any point allowed here above the linear, above the straight line. You pick any point. Okay, for example, the easy point I want to do is this point, right? Because this is 0, 0. So then you replace there. x0, y0, x0, y0 becomes 0, correct? Time this one less than 6. So then it's true. So this is the area, correct? Okay, so this one, you do this one by testing the point, any point you want. Okay, one point when work is work, okay? But if you don't want to do the testing point the way, you have to move in this pattern, like a have y on the left hand side, and then the less term on the right hand side, and then you see the sign. If greater than, you above right away shade it. If the sign below, then you shade it below. That's it. Okay. So maybe we try more example. How about that? If y plus 1 less than 1 or 2x. Okay. In this one, you see we have denominator here, right? Fraction. So the best way is simplify first, right? Simplify. That's LCM 2. So time 2 for both sides first, right? So time 2 become 2y plus 2 less than x. Okay, now I want to make in the pattern of y gonna be any sign like this one, like mx plus b. I mean mb plus x, mb plus c, the pattern there. So in this case, I have 2y, right? And then less than x minus 2, I move 2. Then y less than 1 over 2x minus 1. Okay, so when I have this one, I can plot graph right away. Okay, so I plot graph. Now this one mean y equal to 0. So this one becomes 0. Okay, you can use the equal sign first, right? Because you want to find intercept. So equal to 1 over 2x minus 1. So next we have what? Become 1 over 2 equal 1 over 2x equal to 1, right? So x equal to 2. So we know right away x-intercept going to be here 2. Okay. Now if after this x y-intercept, x mean x becomes 0. So replace this x becomes 0. So we have y equal to -1. So -1 right here. Then you have linear now. It's enough. So you plot the straight line. Okay. Like this one. Okay. But then don't forget this one doesn't have equal sign, right? So this one should be broken line. The linear, this one should be broken line because underneath here doesn't have this one. The question is only less than no equal sign. Okay. So then after that, we can check the area. And then this one we have, this one you see this, less than, right? Y less than. So you shade it below the graph, the linear right away. You don't need to testing point. Okay. So this one you have to give me clearly under intercept and y-intercept. And this one you label it y less than 1 over 2x minus 1. So every time when you plot graph, you have to write all these things for me, label all the main point, okay, like this name of this graph, right? Linear, y less than 1 to x minus 1. Okay, so the broken line. So, or come back to the first example. Because this one, I forgot to tell you, this one doesn't have equal sign, right? So when you plot graph, this one should be broken line. Sorry about it. You have to be broken line here. Okay. And this one also, the linear should be broken line. Okay, now we come back to this question. And then come to question B here. If y less than equal to 5, okay. How to plot graph this one now? This one not hard. Okay, everyone know already, right? So you can see this is a y, right? This is a x. So y less than y less than and equal less than or equal to 5, right? So you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, zoom right here. So you don't need to exact, we just label the number for me. Okay, approximate. So it's a 5, right? because this one equal to like a y equal to 5. And then this one have equal sign, y equal to 5. So this one draw one linear here. Okay, so maybe I can use this one different color here. So we can see which one is the x-intercept or y-intercept. Okay, so after this, you label it y less than equal to 5. So this one, right, this line, this like a horizontal. So because less than, right, so less than and equal, so this one have to be darker line, not broken line, okay? And less than, so then you shade it the area below like this, all around. Okay, so that's all for this one. Now question C, plot graph. Okay, how to plot this one? This one easy to write. So if x greater than 6, x is a 6, so 0 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assume here. Then you plot one line. Okay. But this one no equal sign underneath, correct? So this one have to be broken line, right? So I write this one down, broken line. And then how to shade it? Greater than, right? So it should be to the right hand side, greater than. So you shade it in this way. And then that's the answer. So I can combine B and C, even together A, B, C combine, and you plot in one coordinate plane, right? Not separate, so all together. So even the question I can give you that way, not separate in this way, right? Okay, but right now we do separate because you can clear, it's easier understand how to plot graph. Okay, now we go next one.